Why is the Middle East's largest army not involved in the Iran war? On paper, Egypt has the largest military in the region. Counting both active duty troops and reservists, the Egyptian armed forces outnumber those of both Israel and Iran. But numbers don't necessarily translate into influence. Egypt is far less able to shape regional dynamics than it was during the 20th century. Today, the region's largest army is often sidelined in multi-party conflicts. Why? Firstly, Egypt is trying to maintain relations on multiple fronts. Iran has targeted U.S. bases across the Gulf, in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, the UAE, and Oman. Egypt is the only major country in the region without an official U.S. base, which means it hasn't been directly attacked by Iran. And for the past 2 years, Egypt and Iran have been in talks to restore diplomatic relations after decades of tension. Yet Egypt must simultaneously preserve its relationships with Gulf allies. The Egyptian foreign minister has already warned Iran to halt attacks on Arab states, saying the strikes threaten regional stability. At the same time, Egypt remains the second largest recipient of U.S. military aid after Israel, receiving around $1.3 billion annually. This is economic support that Cairo can't afford to lose. Reliance on American aid is also a driving force behind Cairo's muted response to the genocide in Gaza. Also, Egypt's 1979 peace treaty with Israel means Cairo tends to position itself as a mediator rather than a combatant in conflicts with Israel. In the past, Israel has also accused Egypt of violating the terms of the peace treaty, in which some analysts say is a pretext for Israel to send troops into the Sinai. Then there are domestic concerns. Egypt's government is hyper-focused on internal survival and maintaining power rather than projecting external force. The military is enmeshed in domestic affairs and internal political repression, and it doesn't have the appetite nor capability to engage in foreign wars. Egypt has also been hit hard by a series of global economic shocks, including the war in Ukraine, which severely disrupted wheat imports. Inflation has surged and the currency substantially devalued. Last week, Cairo announced fuel price increases as a result of disruptions at the Strait of Hormuz. Continued inflation risks domestic unrest, and Cairo wants to find a solution rapidly. So, while Egypt still has the region's largest army, the reality is very different from the past. Today, Egypt's role is far more cautious, balancing competing alliances in a fractured Arab world while focusing domestically.